64% of retirees make this mistake, says a professional in my business. All right, so let's dive into this. And yes, I'm not even prepared. My wife did cut my hair, so I'm looking sharp, dude. Even though I haven't brushed, even though I haven't shaved, even though I haven't done anything, but I'm looking sharp, looking sharp. Give me a thumbs up if you think I'm looking sharp. Give me a thumbs down if you think I'm not. Thumbs down are okay. As long as I get more thumbs up than thumbs down, that's fine. But give me one of the two. Go like this: either fondle the like button, right, or I don't know, or punch the like button, or punch the dislike button. Whatever the opposite of fondling is. Assault the dislike button. Grab them by the, dislike button. I don't know. How dare you make a mockery of what Trump is so bad? I was like, as same people who support Bill Clinton. Okay. How dare you make a mockery of calling Kamala Harris heels up, as the same people who say Trump is Hitler? Okay. Yeah, your level of absurdity has left the station. Okay. It's so stupid. All right, so 64% of retirement savers make this dangerous assumption. It's dangerous. You could die. Avoid at all costs, says CFP. This is on CNBC. Just dated the other day, and I just happened to see it. Nice specs there, lady. Where are we shooting for the, come on, parents. The Harry Potter. Where's your little thing on your forehead there? Oh, boy. The idea behind saving for retirement is to provide yourself with an income when you stop working, when you die. Shocking. One way to think about is life expectancy. The average American lives to 77.5 years old. Right? But remember, we don't care what the average American lives. Why? Because the average American starts at the day of birth. That doesn't matter to us because we've already survived. For your old buddy Josh, I've already survived 54 years on this planet. All right. One way to think about is life, we already talked about. But for those born after 1960, full retirement age is when you receive social is 67. Your full benefit is 67. So maybe it's not surprising that most retirement savers aren't planning for a lengthy retirement. Among Americans still saving for retirement, 64% say they plan to save for 20 years or less, according to CNBC's Your Money Retirement Survey. All right? Just 16% say they're planning on a retirement for 31 years. All right? Well, that makes sense. 64% say they think the retirement will only be 20 years. All right. Why is that a horrible mistake? Well, I'm going to show you why it's a horrible mistake. I mean, given the averages, planning for a short 20 years is a short retirement? I don't think so. 20 years for planning for a short retirement may not seem like a horrible idea, but things can get ugly quickly, says this guy with Yeski Buoys in Vienna, Virginia. I thought they were in San Francisco. Dave Yeski, I thought was in that chick. They're married. I thought they were in San Francisco. Anyway, I'll never forget Dave Yeski. Like, I got no qualm with the guy, but I'll never forget, like 2012 or something like that. He posted a thing on LinkedIn about how CBO budget numbers were spot on. I couldn't believe it. I said, I could not. And this is a guy pretty well known in our industry. I'm not bashing the guy. Hopefully he's changed. I said, what? I could not believe it. I said, the CBO were not right on. This Congressional Budget Office, he's talking about a budget that Obama was proposing or something like that. I couldn't believe it. I was stunned. The idea that anyone in my business think the CBO, I don't care who's running the seat, who's in office, President Obama or President Trump or Romney, they're all running deficits. They're all adding to the debt. And just because the CBO projects something because of Obama's increasing taxation, I was stunned. I couldn't believe it. I literally said, you're actually saying you believe the CBO? It's like saying Neil Ferguson from the Imperial College of London is spot on in his projections of how many people or animals are going to die because of various swine flu or something like that. It's crazy to me. Anyway, the dangers of, let's see. So this guy, Yusuf something, says it's a really dangerous bet to be making that you're only going to live for 20 years in retirement. Building a plan around spending your assets down to zero is something we avoid at all costs. Aiming to have only enough for a certain number of years in retirement is risky. Well, that makes sense. I don't have any qualm with that. One is because, let's see, in corporate, he's talking about corporate America, we let people go well before their planned depart time. Well, we're not talking corporate America, but right here. The median retirement age in the U.S. is 62 years old. And even if you retire right on time, you're relying on a second assumption that you'll know how long you'll live and your spending will look like over that period. And right here it drives me crazy. Given medical advancements, it's a really risky assumption. What medical advancements? What medical advancements say? This is the freaking right out of Rick Edelman playbook. We're going to be living to 120. What medical advances? Where? Where? And if you give me the great blue zone of octogenarians, whatever it is, where they live to 100, or centenarians, I think it's centenarians because cent is 100, oct is 80. If you give me that thing, I'm going to laugh at you. I'm going to laugh at you. So they have these blue zones of people supposedly live until they're above 100 years old. It's all fake, all built on, it's just fake. So where is the data, the evidence that the people are going to be living until 100? Where? Well, we have more people living to 100 now than we ever did before. Yeah, because we have more people as well. I mean, look, I'm not saying that there aren't a certain percentage of people living to 100. I'm not saying that at all. But the way these guys act is a vast majority of us, given medical advances, can be living to 100. It's silly, man. The worst case scenario for retirees is running out of money while they're still alive, right? Which may mean sinking into debt. Well, okay, you sink into debt before you die, and then you die. You're like, okay, no recourse loan. That means the debt dies with you. Cutting back drastically on their lifestyle or not being able to afford essential medical care. That's why financial planners tend to err on the side of caution when modeling retirement outcomes. Here's this guy, Jamie Bossy, Mike Bossy's son or daughter. I'm not sure if that's a man or a woman. But anyway, a lot of times we'll project that they might live to 100 or 99 or 95, which is higher than typical life expectancy, but not unheard of. It's pretty much unheard of, dude. It is. I mean, I deal with people all the time. Some have people living into the 95, 100%. The vast majority don't. The vast majority don't. For your financial assets to outlive you, you need a safe withdrawal rate, which is 4% of your portfolio's value in the first year, and continue to take out money out of just for. Anyway, the goal is to avoid overdrawing your portfolio. A real risk is that you end up outliving your expectations. If you're distributing it at a faster rate than your portfolio is growing, your distribution is going to cannibalize the portfolio, and the curve gets ugly quick. Look, I don't disagree with any of that. If the goal is 4% adjusted for inflation to live to 95 years old, where's the evidence of this? To deal with healthcare expenses in the latter part of your life that are going to swamp you. Where's the evidence? Where is the evidence of that? Now, look, are there some exceptions to the rule? Of course. There's always an exception to the rule. The biggest exception to the rule of people dying and never coming back from the dead is found in this good book right here, the Holy Bible. How dare you not read it? If you're a Christian, you haven't opened your Holy Bible, you're wrong, dude. You're wrong. But don't have the time. You don't have the time to read your book that determines the history of your life forever to come. But you have time to bet on football. You have time to watch SEC football. Just throwing it out there, man. All right. God bless. Some of your thoughts. And again, dislike it if you don't like your old buddy Josh, or like it if you like your old buddy Josh. We'll see you guys. God bless.